Jewish Americans overall were negatively affected by World War II because they faced continuous murders of their relatives in Europe, dealt with the anti-Semitic feelings through the concern of immigration of European Jews, and speculations that Nazi agents would follow the Jewish immigrants to the U.S. However, opportunities did come along with these hardships. Some include high amounts of Jewish American enrollment rates in the U.S. military and awareness and support within the U.S. for their race.
1941 Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor pushed many men to join the military, with over 50% of them being Jewish Americans. However, they wanted to join for different reasons than the rest. They wanted to take down Hitler and put an end to the concentration camps in Europe. The Nazis were taking away their families and even killing them, and the Jewish Americans could not do anything about the situation to save them. In addition, another final push for Jewish Americans was when they heard about the St. Louis steamship. Jews fleeing Nazi Germany but were denied entry to the U.S. and Cuba, so most died because they returned to Germany and put into camps or death on the spot. However, Jewish Americans still held on to hope for their relatives because they were able to take actions in attempting to end their problems.
Many Americans had concerns about the European Jews immigrating to the U.S. because of the fear that they would bring Nazi agents to the States and because of anti-Semitic feelings. Nazi agents are spies that were trying to find Jews for Hitler. The fear of these Nazi agents coming to the U.S. because of the mass immigration of European Jews wasn't just putting European Jews to risk, but also Jewish Americans. Also, anti-Semitic feelings, which are strong feelings of hatred towards Jews, had started to increase and spread across Europe, which would increase the amount of immigration into the States. For an immigrant or refugee attempting to come into the U.S. before World War II was very difficult because laws from the 1930s severely limited the number of new immigrants. As desperate Jewish refugees attempted to immigrate from Nazi Germany, it was very difficult because these laws did not change later on during the war. Americans all over the U.S. were starting to feel for the refugees trying to escape from Germany, so Jewish Americans began to receive support and awareness for their race, through their business attracting new customers and an increase in job opportunities.
Jewish Americans faced negative and positive situations after World War II because they lost their loved ones in the concentration camps. In addition, they also had many worries about facing anti-Semitism and feeling distressed about the Nazi following the Jewish immigrants to the U.S. Some positive situations that helped some Jewish Americans have hope was when high amounts of Jewish American enrollment rates grew in the U.S. military and when they gained awareness and support within the U.S. for their race.